Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here. This time reviewing on What If Spider-Man Joined the Fantastic Four, issue number 1. Now, as you know, the What If Marvel comics show what would have happened had things played out differently in the Marvel Universe and what could have happened. And this one is meant to feature what would have happened had Spider-Man joined the Fantastic Four and had things went out differently. So mainly the story starts off how the Watcher explains who he is and explains how there are differences in their world from other worlds and says, what if Spider-Man had joined the Fantastic Four? And he points out about a world of different realities, like one basically where Nazis won World War II and basically Captain America and small resistance groups battled, and even one with a different Ben Grimm. So the premise is mainly meant to show what would have happened had Peter joined the Fantastic Four and decided to make his fortune by joining them in hopes of making the money. And he makes it to the building saying they'll probably just jump at the chance to have a teenager with superpowers working with them. It'll be natural. So he goes in, but realizes that the elevator only works for them, and so decides to go the other way around. And bystanders mainly take pictures, and reads like, "The alarm! Someone's trying to sneak in." And so the Fantastic Four let him come in, and basically try and take him out. And basically, after Spider-Man points out that he's only wants to join the Fantastic Four, Ben and the others are like, I knew that knock has rocked in his head. I'm afraid you made a mistake, Spider-Man. We're a non-profit organization now. So the Watcher points out is how in each reality a different action occurred and a different choice was made. So pretty much, instead of Peter Parker leaving in a huff and nobody doing something, Susan Storm does actually react and ask Spider-Man to come back, but they do say they do need the extra help, and this causes basically Ben and Johnny Storm to get angry, and Reed basically calming them down. So does Sue Storm. So basically afterwards they say they don't know who his identity is, and basically don't know if they can trust him, but he points out that saying, like, pulling off your own face, turning me into somebody else. And so they are quite amazed it's a teenager in that, so they do let Peter have money, and Reed did point out that he has found ways of giving the other team spending money in that, and Peter lies about it being a cleaning job and doesn't want to worry Aunt May too much. So at a press conference, the Fantastic Four reveal that they're now the Fantastic Five and have Peter Parker as Spider-Man as their 5th member. So John Jameson shows up saying, "Oh yeah? Well, I know something about him. Namely, he's a cheap, blazing crook." And so Reed points out that NASA and that have cleared him out of charges, and that there's no real proof about the sabotage. So Jameson decides to play it nice, and even has a picture taken with him with Spider-Man, and Chameleon now realizes that his plan's been defeated, eliminating any other appearance that he had back in the main universe. So of course, in this reality, Vulture is mainly defeated by the Fantastic Five, and take him down with little to no effort. So pretty much they have Sue stay behind, and you have the Red Ghost saying, "Set the coordinates, Comrade Guerrera. You or others settle back in your safety seats. A great moment is at hand." And so in this, much like in the main Marvel reality, the Fantastic Five do battle the Red Ghost, except with Spider-Man being involved in this. And you kind of expect Red Ghost to have a fifth ape or something. So Sue is mainly called on by the Submariner, and Susan thinks it's a trap, but she notices something's not right with the Submariner, and ends up being taken away to his undersea kingdom. And turns out the person behind it is the Puppet Master. So after the Fantastic Four do some training in that, Namor shows up, and they realise that it's a decoy in that. And they do look for Sue in that, which Namor points out that he has her now. So they mainly go in to rescue Sue. So instead of Ben bringing Aricia along, like in the main Marvel universe, Ben doesn't bring her with them. And this is where they go on an undersea adventure and confront Namor, who has Sue Storm prisoner with a giant octopus, or squid-like creature. So Namor uses everything into his advantages. Ben basically tries to take him out, but Namor uses whatever he can, despite little to no effort. And pretty much Reed tries to use his elastic abilities with no little effort. So Ben mainly goes in to confront the giant octopus creature and rescue Sue. And so the Puppet Master tries to control Namor, and somehow Sue's finds a way to stop Namor, saying, "Spider-Man was right. Can't you see? Namor's under some sort of spell. I know it." So after the octopus breaks free, captures the Puppet Master, and Namor breaks out of his trance, and the Fantastic Five manages to stop it just in time. So Sue mainly decides that she wants to be with Namor, and gets converted into an Atlantean, and Namor pretty much realises that since she's not half human or half hybrid like he is, she's going to be dying, but rescues her just in time, and this causes Spider-Man to feel responsible for making Sue kind of left out in that, but they do point out that it's not his fault in that, and this is the story. So what I think of the first issue, it's definitely not bad, and I think, yeah, in some ways Spider-Man not being part of Fantastic Four was always meant to be. And I feel they could have done more with Susan Storm, but they just make her this damsel in distress. But the story deserves a thumbs up. Still good, and still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.